Trading futures, trading time. Lines of rhythm, dollar signs. In the silence I align between the noise and the divine. Micro beats and macro dreams, golden silicon, endless streams, patterns form then fade away, prophets ghost won't ever stay. My pulse synced with the candle's flame, fear and calm they sound the same. One more tick, another try.
Yeah. Afternoon stream, let's get it. Neon on the mic, yeah. Neon stepping in, yeah. Session wide awake. Night shift laid the ground. Matt set the play. Now it's midday money. Structure on the screen. Neon seeds acting holy, price moving clean. No FOMO typing the channel mode. We learned that lesson back in 24. Half gap buys when the market dips. DD bands bounce and we let it rip. Bulls on flashing like a warning light. If it's not a line, we let it slide. Patience, heavy, discipline, sharp. Full of killers, but we play it smooth. Liquidity rising, feel that boom. Calm hands on the play, red to green, we pivot that way. The room shows up. Yeah, the room shows up. Yeah, yeah. Volume builder, feel that shift. Market makers tryna midday drift. Fake break high, yeah, we seen that move. Liquidity pocket, we approve. Wish fan blowing when the entry's tight. Stops place clean, risk held right. Not gambling candles, we stacking skill. Consistency over chasing thrill. Chat moving steady, no chaos here. Green heart emojis when setups clear. If we win together, we lose compose. Trust the system, the blueprints close. Yeah, the room shows up. Yeah, the room shows up. When the clock strikes noon. Liquidity rising, feel that boom. The room shows up. The room shows up. Calm hands on the play, red and green, we pivot that way. The room shows up. The room shows up. The room shows up. The room shows up. Silence when the setup phones. Heartbeat with the market stones. One clean entry, breathe, don't rush. Midday pressure, but the room shows up. The room shows up. When the clock strikes noon. The room shows up. Liquidity rising, feel that boom. The room shows up. The room shows up.
What's up, fam? What's good? What's good? What's up, fam? Welcome to the room. The room shows up. We're selling off. What's going on, people? Boosted Dime in the house. Sir Darb in the house. Handsome Nan in the house. Sook. Roga the Lamb. What's up, fam? What's good? What's good? Let's get some music started here. What's going on, people? Welcome to Monday. Welcome to Monday. Moke Shop in the house. We're bouncing. Wait, hold on. Let me get my chart set up here. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the room. The room shows up. Little bouncage down here at this zone. Where are we at? 24-point bounce. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the room. Another slow day for me. Another slow day. Couldn't get anything going. Couldn't get anything going. A little bit of scalp city this morning, but just couldn't get any good drive off my entries. Even last week was slow for me. This week, I mean, obviously it's just Monday, but today felt more of the same. More of the same. Just couldn't get any real good drive, any good flow on that tape. What's going on, fam? What's everyone's bias been today's session? You've been long, you've been short. I always like to know where everyone's head's at. Where was everyone's head at the open? Where's your head at now? See, Wizen, what's up, brother? Short. Didn't want to commit to a massive short. Wanted to go higher. Short was the play. Shorts. I was still taking some long scalps. I just feel like the shorts have been tough still, because I mean they've been squeezy, especially last week. So I took a lot of longs last week, even when everyone was shorting. Because, you know, the shorts, you get those violent spike down, and then, you know, it's hard to really know where to take the profit when it's so whippy like that. So I've been taking a lot of longs, even in this down environment. And I guess that makes sense that I haven't really got much going, because it's been mostly down the sessions. THX bearish, but taking long trades. The longs were tough this morning. I was a little early on my first couple of entries, and then by the time it got to the close, which is where we really started bouncing, I was already a little worn out. Waleed NQ, what's up, G? Yeah, we got giveaways today. Let's see what we're giving away today. Giveaway schedule. Today we're giving away, wow. Okay. We got a big giveaway day today. We got a 50K account, and then we got a 150K account. I don't think I've ever given away a 150K account. That's big. 150K account. Nice. Neon Xeon. Jesus, what's up? My funded futures 50K. And then the 150K, I'm going to wait to announce the brand. of that. Till after. Rolling up my sleeves here. Look at this bounce. Man, this level got tagged right as the stream was starting. What's our bounce size here? Nice little bouncy bounce. Almost 40 points. Unfortunately, no rocket scooter levels down here that I can use for confluence. We don't have any rocket scooter levels all the way down the DD band. So we're kind of in no man's land. I have seeds levels, but I don't have any rocket scooter levels for confluence, which I don't like, because I like to match the levels up. It gives me more conviction in my trades. So not able to do that down here. See what's inside. Ain't gonna say your levels this time. Fair enough. Anyone hold a short through the whole gap today? We opened a DD band, like literally exactly at DD band. Did anyone short the open and hold it down to close? Anyone out there short the open, hold down the close? Michael, what's up, G? Kara is shorted from half gap, still holding 1 micro. Nice. Hey, one less reach. I know you're joking around, but just you might not say that because I think the mods probably won't like that. Yeah, I know you're playing around, but just you probably don't want to say that, even just in case the mods. I don't want the mods to think you're for real. Yeah, tough session today for me. Just I haven't been able to get anything going the last few sessions. Haven't been able to get anything going the last few sessions. Yeah, I know overall technicals have been pointing towards the short side, but even just we've been getting these pretty aggressive bounces in these down moves. I mean, which is normal, you know, you kind of get the little short squeezes along the way. But for me, catching the shorts has been tough. I always feel like I got to use too wide of a stop on the shorts because I always feel like the tops are getting squeezed out. And then on the longs, you know, no momentum. So I've just been taking quick long scalps, trying to catch some drive off my entries, but not really having it yet. But I'll stick with it, and of course it'll come around. But it's been sludgy tape. It's been real sludgy tape. So I've just been kind of treading water. You know, not pushing too hard. You know, taking a shot when I see opportunity, but understanding that my edge is a little bit lower. My edge is a little bit lower right now. Not really getting flow, not really getting directional drive off my entries. So, you know, that's in the morning when I'm watching the tape. Like the little bounce entries off these resting order lines that I'm drawing, those have been okay. But that's still just an experiment. That's not really like my main trading. G80 said is the ARB indicator still in beta? Yeah, it's still in beta. Well, excuse me. It's not that it's in beta. It's available in production in the platform. There's just not a lot of data behind it yet. You know, it's being tested in various environments. It's being forward tested right now. Lucidine said, "How do you know when to trust the rocket scooter indicators and when not to?" To me, they're trustworthy. They have statistical edge behind them. I'd say they're always trustworthy, but you gotta layer some intuition in this environment. You know, I know some of the EST setups, you know, people haven't been taking them every time. But I mean, the statistics are the statistics. The thing I'm most interested with Rocket Scooter is always mainly just where the pivots line up, because I like to see the pivots line up with pivots that I already have. Like that's really the maximum amount of edge that I extract from the platform. And then I love gap resilience as well. Gap resilience is really helpful in the opening half an hour of the day for me. Data, you signed up for the trial? Very nice. Very nice. So now you got the RS indicators. That's awesome. Data is asking how to get access. So once you sign up for the trial, it will appear in your dashboard. It'll appear in your Rocket Place dashboard, and then you'll hit launch. Let me just see what button I press. Rocket Place. When you're in Rocket Place, you will, let's see. Let me do the exact steps right now. Rocket.place. So when you're in Rocket Place, in the top right-hand corner, and once you've signed up, you'll go to My Purchases. You'll see 1 month trial, all tools, Discord, Zoom calls, 20-day course. You'll hit View, and then once you're in there, you should have Trader's Paradise platform, I believe it's called, in the dashboard. You hit launch, and it'll launch the Rocket Scooter platform. Data, I already have mine launched, so I'm not gonna, because if I shut it down, it'll close it down off the stream. I was just walking through, like I did it separately on a separate screen, just to confirm what the steps were. But those are the steps.
Blood in the streets, they panicking. I'm just sipping match, doing my little dance again. Wicks to the downside, Vixen deck spike. But I smell opportunity, cooking on the bike. Got my helmet on, visor 10 rows. When the price goes, whoosh, everybody knows. Yeah, I don't chase the pump, nah. I French kiss the dump. Put my lipstick on the wick, leave them off when it jump. Buy that dip, buy it, buy it. Buy that dip, ride it, ride it. Buy that dip, moons on layaway. Rock the scooter revving, we gone in the purple haze. Ride it, buy it, buy it.
Dadu's having a problem getting into his Rocket Scooter. Let me just see. Dashboard. Once you're in the dashboard, Rocket Scooter will show up, and there'll be a button that says launch. Here, I'll send you a screenshot. Let me do a screenshot. Just a screenshot. All right, stand by. I'm adding the screenshot to the stream. That's what it should look like. And then you'll have your launch button. So you'll go to My Apps on the left-hand side, and then you'll have your launch button. Someone just has a question about launching their Rocket Scooter, who just signed up for the trial. I know you're here on Friday asking about it. Glad you signed up. Congratulations. But yeah, that's how you do it. All right, Dada's got it. Now, Dada, just keep in mind, and for anyone else out there who's just signed up recently, you have the option to get the data through Rocket Scooter. I believe it's $10 a month. Now, keep in mind that's just partial data. Like, it's not the full data feed, so it might look a little bit weird to you on your chart. You have a couple options with that. Some people, they'll just put like a line chart or a high-low chart, and it will clean up the way that the data looks. But ideally, what you want to do if you're trading futures is to have a futures data connection set up. So what happens in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you'll have connections. And here, you can connect a CQG account. So if you have, depending on your broker, some brokers don't support using the CQG API connection. So the two that we recommend are AMP and Optimus. I believe AMP's the most popular because they have the lowest minimum deposit. So you just, you could deposit like $500 or $1,000 in the account. I think AMP's might even be as low as $100, and then you can get the data connection. Because it's better to have the futures data, in my opinion, set up with it. It's better to have the futures data set up with it. But that'll get you set up. All right, so damn, we sold off into a decision block. Nice bounce off of that decision block. We were literally entering right as the stream started. Nice bounce. Now we're back in the center of that stable block. For anyone who's not familiar, I use Rocket Scooter and Seeds, which is in the top right. I use them alongside each other. So right down here, there are no Rocket Scooter levels. So I'm only really, I only really have the Seeds levels to go off of. So there's a Seeds level or a Seeds zone, right? 23,191 down to 23,163, and that's where that kind of bounce was. But that's really the only level I have. The next one I have is 23,100. Now when I'm initiating position, I usually like to initiate them from a decision block, right, the shaded region, and I like it to line up with a Rocket Scooter level, or have a Rocket Scooter level in close proximity, which is just not the case right now because we don't have any levels down here. I think as we transact more down here and more options positions get built down here, we'll start to have Rocket Scooter levels down here in these zones. Like if we scroll up, right, you can see we have, in some of the areas where we transacted last week, I'm just scrolling up on NASDAQ, you could see we have these zones now on Rocket Scooter. And those areas were pretty empty last week because there was no existing options positions down there. But now that we're starting to get positions built, we'll start having zones down here, hopefully. Daja has a couple of questions. Yeah, go ahead. Stand by 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. Dada, yeah, go ahead. Any questions you have, go ahead and ask them. Oh, we're on top chat. Let me adjust that. Ugh. Dada's asking about use of the Rocket Scooter. Like, what's the best way to use the Rocket Scooter platform? So, the Rocket Scooter platform, it draws the levels at the beginning of the session, and then there's also overnight levels, which are posted in the Discord. And right, like, it's algorithmically set up so that depending on the auxiliary indicators, DD ratio, and the resiliences at the bottom, it will mark whether the levels are supposed to be support or resistance, right? Based on the statistics. And then what it will also do is it creates this little, it's called liquidity map. You can see on the right-hand side of the screen, it says BRSD, bear short down. So there's a whole coding mechanism for that. Like if I click on that liquidity map, it shows the whole sheet, and it shows the what's the name for it? The key. There's a word for it. The word's slipping my mind right now. But there's a kind of a key to say, oh, this line represents this line. Like orange represents monthly hedge pressure, cyan represents weekly hedge pressure. Acronyms, yeah. But that's not the word I'm looking for. It's kind of like, it's when there's a, I forget the word. It's a simple word, but it's just when there's things that show what represents what on a graph. The way to get to that is you just click on the liquidity map within the platform. You click on the liquidity map within the platform. Legend, thank you. Boosted dime, yes, legend. The word is legend, and you are a legend for coming up with it. Thanks, brother. Legend, that's the word I was looking for. So the chart has a legend on it that will help you read it. And it guides you on how to trade the strategy, but the best way to learn how to trade the strategy is to take the boot camp, because Matt goes over in detail the trading of the how to trade the strategy, position sizing, the odds associated with the levels, sit out rules, right? There's an entire strategy built around these levels. So the boot camp is included in your trial. So when you go to the Discord, there's a boot camp channel and you'll be able to watch all the videos. So you don't have to wait for the actual boot camp to start to benefit from that. So my recommendation would be that you go through the boot camp. It's going to give you the real best overview of how to trade that particular strategy in isolation, and then you can either trade it in isolation or you can incorporate it with something you're already doing. And one other thing, like, you're on a 1 month trial, make sure, give it time, because right now we're in a little bit of an odd area on the chart where there's not as many zones. Usually there's something called bull zones and bear zones. If you're in an area that hasn't been navigated in a while, the bull zones and the bear zones, right? Because there's less options positions or no options positions for recent activity in a certain zone, you won't see those yet. But as we navigate this area, you'll start to see those pop up. But, your first couple of sessions with it, it might look a little bit empty zone-wise, and that's just because we're in an area of the chart where we haven't traded in a long time. So just keep that in mind.
No more despair. Prop firm funded. I'm breathing new air. Rocket scooters too. They're my battle plan. From the grind.
But data, yeah, that's how you would gain access to the boot camp through your dashboard as well. Data saying you don't see any data for MNQ. Yeah, I was just mentioning it earlier. To get futures data, you need to connect a CQG account to the platform. You need to connect a CQG account to the platform. So you do that by opening an account with a futures broker somewhere. AMP has I believe the lowest minimum deposit. You can open an account with AMP, and then you tell them that you need CQG credentials to use with Rocket Scooter's API, and they'll know what you mean and they'll send them to you. Moke Shop said Arb was on point today. Nice. Vertiano asking to explain the levels on the chart. Sure. So let's use NASDAQ for an example. So up here at 23,620, that's hedge pressure, monthly hedge pressure, and it also happens to be a bear zone top. So Dada is asking website for AMP, brother. That one you gotta Google. You gotta Google that one, brother. So hedge pressure, monthly hedge pressure, and bear zone. So bear zone is derived from underlying options data and options positions for dealers. And then hedge pressure and monthly hedge pressure are derived from the maximum gamma exposure levels for dealer options, both on weekly and monthly options. They just happen to be at the same exact level right now. But Mark T's joshing in chat. Mark T, nice. And then with those lines, there's also the auxiliary indicators at the bottom of the screen, monthly hedge pressure and weekly hedge pressure. Those will, chat's cracking me up. Those will help. Be nice, guys. Be nice. That's our new family member. That'll help you determine whether levels are going to be support or resistance. DD band, that is one risk interval up from the close, the upper DD band, and the lower DD band is one risk interval down from the close. And what is a risk interval? It's based on, it's a certain distance, and it's derived from margin requirements using the reverse engineering of CME spans program. So Matt, aka Matoski, the inventor of this channel and the inventor of that platform, he reverse engineered span and comes up with that number based on margin requirements. All of these levels are predictable high volume pivots, so they're great to trade around. And then of course the other three lines, open, close, and half gap. Open and closed, we know what those are. Half gap's simply the midpoint between them. There's also an auxiliary indicator for that. So it's the gap resilience instead of hedge pressure and monthly hedge pressure resilience as an auxiliary indicator to help you understand support and resistance dynamics around those two levels. This is the gap resilience, and that uses the underlying stocks and their location relative to their gaps, their open, their close, and their half gap to algorithmically predict whether the gap is going to close or not, up or down. And that has a midpoint as well. So that's the levels, and that's the auxiliary indicators. Well, the last auxiliary indicator I didn't mention is DD ratio. That one simply states if it's above half, it means that more stocks in the underlying are market cap weighted are in bear zones or bull zones, right? If they're in bull zones, it'll be above half. If they're in bear zones, it'll be below half. So it's market cap weighted, and it lets you know how much of the market cap is in a bull zone versus a bear zone. Above half means more of it's in bull zones. Tremendous platform though. Who had that question? Let's see. C wasn't said gotta razz the new family. Totally. All in good fun, Dada. All in good fun, brother. Who had that question? That was a good question. Can you please explain the levels? Vestiano. Good question. So Vestiano, hopefully that answers your questions about the levels. Guys, smash that like button. We got 300 people in the house. We got 2 giveaways today. We got a 50K account and a 150K account. Nice. Raina said going long. Smash that like button. It's funny, in the afternoons, we've been getting either super sludgy action or super hollow action driven by tweets. Can we just get, I would like to see, because, you know, we'll go through periods in the market where there's nice, highly liquid, high range afternoons. Can we get one of those? Can we get a high range, highly liquid afternoon? Can we get one of those? What do you think? Come on, market gods, give it to us. Getting emails about happy hours, making me hungry. Where we at on likes, guys? Let's see. Oh, you know, we have boot camps to give away as well. We still have 8 boot camps to give away. Let's do a boot camp giveaway. All right, 123 likes. Let's get the likes up to 250. The wheat barley's hitting good, brother. The wheat barley's hitting good. All right, let's do a boot camp giveaway. Let me fire up the giveaway engine. Let me fire up the giveaway engine. Young blood. Brave browser. Reset. Trading vibes. What's up, brother? All right, guys, give me some suggestions for the code word. What we got? Give me some suggestions for the code word here. Let me know what we got. Rocket. Let's do Rocket. Let's do Rocket. It was either that or Slow Brandon. I saw someone said Slow Brandon out there. All right, Rocket it is, guys. Type Rocket in chat. Type Rocket in chat if you want to win the possibility of winning the boot camp. Rocket. Code word Rocket. And guys, hit the like button. When we get to 250, we'll do our prop account. We got two prop giveaways today. 150K, 150K. Nice. See if the zone's gonna hold again. So hard. It's hard to read the action for me when it's this slow. Trading Vibe said like watching paint dry. Yeah, but you never know when we get a tweet or something. Drive us out of this range. I think there's just not, there's not a lot of price history. Even, I don't think we spent much time in this zone, even back when we were there. I'm pretty sure we passed through this pretty quickly back then. Shadows, the Rocket code word is for a boot camp. We're giving away boot camps today. Bastian is asking about deep charts. No, I never use deep charts. Never use deep charts. I believe that's actually, I believe it's not a knockoff, but I believe it's a rebrand of an existing platform. LSP Trading's Vibe says this is what separates successful traders, being able to sit and wait. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you gotta wait. You gotta wait for a setup. Now, honestly, the zone down here, like this bounce out of this zone, it was a fine setup. But the issue is with, I talked about this on Friday. Knowing my increased edge when levels line up with the rocket scooter level, it makes me a little bit less excited to trade a seeds only level when there's not a rocket scooter level I use for confluence, just because I know that the edge is better when there's both. I mean, I guess I could take less size and still trade it, but I don't know. Yeah. I'm McQuitty said my account's looking like yours today. Yeah, didn't get anything going today. Another thing is when the price arrives at a level, like in the morning, it's a lot easier to read the tape because things are happening a lot more quickly. It's almost like, you can get in, if you don't get immediate follow through, you can jump out. That's kind of my style. But when the ticks are when volume's moving through so slowly, that edge for me is it's eliminated. It's eliminated, because there's just not enough. There's not enough volume going through for me to be able to read the tape like that. Boomer Trader in the house. What's up, brother? What's going on? All right, 150 likes. When we get to 250 likes, we're also giving away a 50K futures account. 50K prop account. Plus something born. Adventure Rigs, what's up, brother? Plus something born said, you're very new to trading to the extent that what you've done is put on credit spreads and this channel is good. Is this channel good for learning more in depth than just basic levels such as VBOP and resistance? This channel, all three traders on this channel focus on trading off of levels, not trading off of moving averages, not trading off of crossover, MACD, this and that. And all three traders on this channel focus on levels that are derived from liquidity. The primary levels are generated by the Rocket Scooter platform. It's on the left-hand side of the screen. Okay, it draws the levels at the beginning of the session. They're high volume, predictable high volume pivots. And there's an awesome boot camp that has a whole strategy, explains a whole strategy on how to trade that platform. You could trade the pivots with options, or you could trade the pivots with futures. It doesn't really matter. I'm sure there's some people out there who trade the pivots with options, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So I would say, for the person who just asked that question, if you're newer to trading, this is a really good platform for you, because it draws the levels so you don't have to worry about how to draw support, how to draw resistance. Also, when people pick out support and resistance zones on the chart, a lot of times they end up picking out the zone that was probably like a line that was probably like overshoot, where the liquidity around that move was probably inside their zone a little bit. So when the lines are actually derived from underlying liquidity, it's a lot easier to trade, because there's a little bit less randomness, right? You're actually looking at the pivot that has the volume and liquidity behind it. And there's a lot of bad information out there about trading, right? Because it's not regulated. The education space for trading, it's not really regulated. People say whatever they want to say. So you know, you kind of landed on a gold mine by landing here. And one of the things we were talking about on Friday was, I think a lot of the things that people are posting about, like moving average crossovers and all this, the reason that a lot of newer traders fall victim to that stuff is because it's like flipping. We talked about this on Friday, but I think this is a good example. It's like flipping a coin. To me, that's kind of how those sort of strategies end up being, because over time, I think for the most part, they end up being neutral, right? Neutral. But what happens is they'll have streaks. So the streaks can be confusing to people. Just like if you flip a coin 10 times and you get, if you flip a coin 10 times, or if you flip a coin 100 times, there's going to be a streak probably of 5, 6 heads or tails in a row, maybe more. And the more flips you give it, the longer those streaks are going to get. That's just statistics. So the statistics can throw people off because sometimes maybe they'll test a strategy and it's during a run where it's working towards one side and it appears like it has edge. So I think that's one of the reasons that people have a lot of trouble navigating learning as well with the false information out there, because they might try something and then it works for a little while. But you might flip a coin a few times and it might be heads a few times in a row. Then you're not going to say, oh, this coin has edge. That's not the case. All right, let's do the first giveaway here. 166 likes, get up to 250. All right. Giveaway. All right, this is for a boot camp. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick a winner. My story's 287. My story's 287. Type something in chat. Use a winner. Rigged. Rigged. My story's 287. If you're in chat, type something in chat. Use a winner. You won? No. I'm gonna respin it. Gonna respin it. Sip that strat. Sip that strat. Rigged. Sip that strat. Use a winner. Type something in chat. Sip that strat, you hear or what? Pick another winner. Mike Chavade Bay. This is an appropriate song. This is an appropriate song.
Just can't shake these bear market blues.
Step up to claim your prize. People only want the prop accounts, huh? Almost 400 people in the house. Smash that like button. Giveaway time. Sorry, Respin, you already had the boot camp? Already got the boot camp. Victor. Victor won last week. Victor's won 3 times in the last 2 days. He's always entering, never wins. All of a sudden, he's on a hot streak. There you go. That goes, you know, Victor's like a moving average strategy. All of a sudden, just winning over and over and over again. Matt Monkman, 1917. You already got it? Oh my god. Yo. This is crazy. Who wants a boot camp? Come on. Why are these people entering for the boot camp when you already got them? The Victor coin has edge. The Domitian, are you here? I'm gonna reset the thing. I'm resetting it. I'm resetting the tool. Alright. Here it goes. Here it goes. I'm gonna do it fast, okay? Type in all one word ONE 1 minute. Spell it out. 1 minute. ONE MINUTE. Type 1 minute. Type it in chat if you want to win. All one word. All one word. No spaces. And I'm just going to do the drawing in 1 minute. This is for boot camp. This is for boot camp. All right, here we go. Pick a winner. Oh, wait, hold on. 2 seconds. All right, here we go. Pick a winner. Kushal Learning. Use a winner. Type something in chat. Kushal Learning. Use a winner. Type something in chat. Kushal Learning. Type something in chat. Reroll? Why are you entering? Oh my god, what is... Joe Lopez. Guys, don't enter if you've already taken the... Oh, hold on. We're selling off a little bit more. Hold on. I'm just keeping an eye on this. Here. Okay. Congratulations. Use a winner. Type something in chat. Oh, no. You already typed it in chat. Hold on. I'm just watching this level here. Uh-oh. I was early.
Give it a tick more. Oh, that feels nice.
Yeah, I'm early. Forget that. I was early. Bad read on the tape there. Type something in chat. Okay, use a winner. I'm going to pick another winner here. Where we at? Brave. Pick a winner. All right, there's our second winner. Type something in chat. All right, hold on, guys. Let me hide the giveaway engine for a second. I just want to see if I can get a scalp off this little level. If I don't get an immediate reaction, I'm out. I'll do the, I'm about to do the other one for the boot camp. The tape just sped up a little bit here, so I just wanted to see if this level will have a reaction. It's on Struggle Street. Trimming it all the way back. If you entered the boot camp by accident, we can fix you up. Don't worry.
Shake it right when the bounce feels right. Scooter in the pocket with that rhythm divine. Trend do the hustle on the headlock line. Boogie with the levels, don't fight.
Yeah, 1 minute. Type 1 minute, all one word. All one word.
This is how the market's meant to be. Hey, do the rocket scooter boogie. Sliding with the market flow. Do the rocket scooter boogie. Let the whole damn room.
Come on. It's on Struggle Street here.
Scooter boogie. Hey, rocket scooter boogie. Rocket scooter boogie. Hey, rocket scooter boogie.
I don't know. Tape's slowing down.
Let's see the green on the screen.
The story of the day. Can't get nothing going. Update the P&L.
DM's blowing up.
Basically nothing.
The king dropped the pen.
Basically nothing.
Envy in their eyes like I hacked the code overnight.
Oh, you know.
The truth. 9 years in the trenches in the fire.
All right.
Let's rewind.
What the hell's going on here?
When the door first cracked open, this ain't luck. This is blood on the token.
There we go.
2016, 41, punching in at the office grind. 5 days a week now. Leaving dreams behind. Drop 10K straight.
It might have some drive, but I don't know. The tape was slowing down. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with it. All right, let's bring up the giveaway engine again. All right. So we gave away, that's 2 so far. Let's do one more. Kevin 8X. Kevin 8X, I'm pretty sure Kevin's already taken it. But Kevin 8X, if you haven't, type something in chat, brother. Kevin 8X didn't realize it was for boot camp. All right, you guys are rage baiting me, as someone said. Who said that? Rage bait. Katara21. Katara21. Type something in chat. Use a winner. You won. You won a boot camp. All right. Anyone who won. Okay, so that's 3. Anyone who won a boot camp. Here's how you're going to claim your prize. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel. Message the admin name Slacks with a picture of your YouTube ID. And he will hook you up. We did 3. Let's do a 4th one. Let's do a 4th one. Pick a winner. Because we have 8 to give away. So we'll do 4 tomorrow. Kamurenek, whatever that name is. Type something in chat. Guys, 40 more likes, 41 more likes, and then we'll give away a prop account as well.
From the dark to the dream. It wasn't overnight. Yeah, we making it. Ain't going back.
Khmer, that person. Okay, you're here. Congratulations, you won a boot camp. Could be life-changing for you. 430 people in the room. All right, guys. So to all the people in the room, we're doing a giveaway. We're 30 likes away from also giving away a 50K prop account. And then we're giving away a 150K prop account during Power Hour. I'm bad with Indian names. Yeah, I can barely say my own name. We got mods who have been here for years, entering for giveaways for boot camps. We need a moderator to moderate our moderators. Can we get a moderator? Who wants to be a moderator to moderate the moderators? I don't know how the whole mod thing works, actually. I don't know. But all I know is that we got our moderators winning boot camps. Kanashal Learning got it right. Who will guard the guards? Who will guard the guards? Look, I'm glad I got out of this trade. Freaking watch, it's gonna rocket now. It's gonna rocket now. Afternoon trading is hard, guys. Afternoon trading is hard. Let's see what the bounce was. Tape looked like it was slowing down. It sped back up. 27 points. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Look at this. You gotta be kidding me. Oh god. That's hilarious. Boosted Dime said, how do you moderate? Beats me, bro. I don't know. I'm not sure. Damn. Look at that. Look at that zone. That thing held tight. That thing held tight. No heat. No heat. These have been clean lately. I should just set a 20-point stop and just let it go. All right. Growing pains on the resting orders continue. Growing pain on the resting orders continue. Although I fell into old habits there. I was watching the tape. How to win a Val account? Okay, guys, we're only 18 likes away from a prop account giveaway. It's pretty early in the stream. We're already giving away a prop account. That's nice. Oh wait, time flies. It's 2:37. All right, we're running back into that stable block. We're flying blind. We got seed zones. That's all we got. The seeds decision blocks are all we got right here. $247 likes. All right, guys, I can't believe it. It's giveaway time already. 400 people in the house. 400 people in the house. We have a huge, I think it's the biggest account I've ever given away in Power Hour. 150K account for a really good brand. All right, guys, let's get some suggestions for the code word here. Suggestions for the code word. What do we got? Adventuristics, pick me. Let's do code words with just no spaces. No spaces. Huge prop. Life changer. Pickled cucumber. Pineapple, junk, edge, legend, neon. Oh no. Mike H. Oh no, you didn't. Oh my god. You dirty dog. Neon is cook? Am I cooked? Dirty dog. Prop AT. All right, hold on. Taco Monday, hold the line, Finley, dump truck. All right, we're doing dump truck. I see it. I just wait till one stands out. That's all I do. Like till one just kind of, it just feels a certain way when I read it. Like there's no like, you know, I'm always liking different stuff. I'm not consistent with what I like. Dump truck. All right, it's a 50K My Funded Futures account. Code word dump truck.
Rocket scooters live, lifting off together.
420 people in the house. Guys, hit that like button. My Funded Futures 50K account. $3,000 profit target. $2,000 max drawdown. My Funded Futures. Are your futures funded? Come to My Funded Futures, where the futures are funded and they're fun. Someone should make like a parody commercial for like a prop account. Like, have you recently been in an accident, steamrolled over by a short squeeze? Then come to My Funded Futures, where we've got daily loss limit, or you know, whatever, something like that. I should do one. Trading without a max loss? We've got you covered. Come to My Funded Futures, where you can trade with Tradeovate and set a max daily loss limit. Were you stuck trading 40 micros with a $1,500 drawdown account? Then come to My Funded Futures, where you can manage your risk and get funded. THX says you accept you can't? I don't know. Oh, Caesar. Okay, Caesar has the best line. Were you margin called on a single micro position? Margin called on a single micro position? Then come to My Funded Futures, where you could trade 40 micros with $2,000 of drawdown.
Teaching me how a real trader stands. No more chasing every candle high. You whispered, baby, let the losers fly. Now I ride your wave, my margins wide. With you, rocket scooter, I can't hide. Rocket scooter, you're my number one love in the market. We're never done. I didn't know when until you came. Rocket scooter.
My breakout thing.
I thought I knew trading.
Low volume and low range down here. Volume velocity slowed down, price velocity slowed down.
You're my number one love in the market.
Were you obliterated by a Trump tweet? Come to My Funded Futures, where we can all suffer together. I love that you guys are putting these in chat. This is good.
You're my number one.
Who said that? It's trading vibes. Oh, this is great. What else you guys got? Stuck in a long from 25,000? Don't worry, we're only trading 2,000 points lower. Come to My Funded Futures, where you can average down to zero with us.
Price type south to the bad zone grade. I'm licking lips, can't hesitate. Got below me, balls on above.
Oh my god. Yo, this is hilarious. How did we get on this tangent? How did we get on this tangent? People are clicking in like, what is going on in here? What is going on? Almost 400 people in the house. Almost 300 likes. Random Selling said, anybody who types it in over is what's wrong with this country? I kind of gotta agree. Hit the like button. We're goofing off. It's low range, low volume. I'd like to see us sell down more. Come on. What's this pivot here? Let me see what the level is. 23,128. Let's get down there. Let's get down there. YouTube said, what's up? Today's channel trend reminds you of Friday? Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. No kidding. Totally does. All right, 435 people in the house. If you're just joining, type dump truck in chat. We're doing a giveaway for a prop account. It's a My Funded Futures 50K. And then during Power Hour, we're also giving away 150K prop account for a really good brand. Trying to get to 400 likes. Trying to get to 400 likes. All right. We still got people clicking in, so let's give a couple more minutes for people to get entered. Damn, we got 279 entries. And then tomorrow we're giving away a prop account and also four more boot camps. It's a hoot. Balls on bottom. I'm starting to know the songs, the lyrics. Balls on bottom. All right, almost 500 people in the house. 300 likes. When we get to 400 likes, we're giving away a 150K account. But first, we're giving away a 50K account. My Funded Futures. Here we go. Let's do the drawing. Let me show the giveaway engine. 12 minutes to Power Hour. 12 minutes to Power Hour. Giveaway engine. Brave. There we go. Liquidity pocket party. Ole, ole, ole. All right. Here we go. Where's our giveaway engine? I don't see it. All right, here we go. 294 entries. Giveaway in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick a winner. 4 legs 320. Congratulations, you're a winner. Type something in chat. Four legs 320. Use a big winner. Type something in chat, brother. Rigged. Rigged. What about throwing an order down there? Congrats. Wait, did they claim? Did they claim? Hold on. There he is. Okay. Congratulations. You won a 50K account. To claim your prize, click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel. Message the admin name Slacks. He will hook you up. Congratulations. Reaction, huh?
Bell rings, gap up tall, I'm already watching half. Price crawling bad, like it on me, I'm loading the bag. Resilience green and thick, no hesitation in the print. Half gap, filter clean, contracts and no squint. If they drag it lower, MHP sitting on the tape. Monthly hedge pressure, bid it hard, no escape. Bottom of the bull zone, flashing, that's an auto swing. Lower DD band, kiss them long before the bells even ring. There I go again, making money. Rocket scooter, feet too clean, feeling almost coming. Stacking like it's funny, kinda legal. Hit the half gap, bulls on, so play it humble. Almost feels criminal. Rocket scooter, printing up. Almost feels criminal. Rocket scooter, printing up.
Sludgy ass tape.
Just waiting, price gotta come to me. Resilience holding strong, that's the only green I see. They said slow it down, now my slow days pay the rent. Sitting in pajamas while the algo does a sprint. MHP got tagged again, price folded like a chair. Bid it with a pinky, now the bank's like who's the air? Bull zone, bottom kiss, I just sip my water cone. Runner did a moonshot, heard the group chat drop a song. Chats like teach me master, I say bro it's just 3 lines. Oh no, another
Fucking
green
terrible.
week. What a terrible time. There I go again, making money. Rocket scooter,
Someone said, may you subscribe to this music?
stacking like it's funny, kinda legal.
One of the playlists is from Rogue of the Lamb. So you have to ask his permission for that one. And then for Darb's playlist, you got to go to the night stream. He'll hook you up. Brad, aka Sir Darb, aka Brad, go to the night stream. Caesar Coco said Sludgy Tape. That's a band name, right? No drive. No drive in this market. I can't get any drive. Obviously, I'm trading to the long side, so makes sense. But let me move that back down. Zill from Finland, what's up, brother? What's going on?
Bell hits 9:30, I'm already online. Rockin' scooter glowing, green arrows in my eyes. Half gap disappears like it never even tried. Bad zone rejection.
Oh, there you go. Check. Okay, Frazier just posted it in chat.
Levels like you're scared to be wrong.
Fraser just posted it in chat. Nice.
Let the trade run long.
Sir Darb will be on at 7 tonight. Smash that like button, guys. Almost at 400. All right. Who? Okay. I'm going to announce what brand. we're giving away. Let me update the P&L again. I'm going to announce what brand we're giving away. Let me just update the P&L.
One click, 20 wrists, 1,000 on the line. Scooter says go, I don't think I just fly. They call it aggressive if I call it the truth. While they're drawing trend lines, I'm catching the proof. No.
Let's see. Where are we at? All right, P&L updated. All right, so, all right, let me tell you, guess what brand we're giving away? 150K account. 150K account. We're giving away 100. Let me just confirm. It seems too good to be true. Let me just see. No, it's not too good to be true. We really are. Okay. It's just an expensive account, I'm pretty sure. We're giving away 150K TPT account. What? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Someone said Apex. Get out of here with that. 150K TPT account. We're doing it during Power Hour. But I couldn't control myself anymore. I had to announce it. That's a big account. Leo has said, come on, do it now. I can't do it yet. We gotta do it during Power Hour. Like deep, you know, we gotta get into power. We gotta get in the groove of Power Hour a little bit.
They told me stick to the rules. Don't move your stop.
I gotta scroll down. Look, we're all the way down at this zone now.
But I double
Got a fat zone down here. And I just
can't stop. I click the buy,
85 point wide zone.
but MHP just broke again. A catalyst was in effect, but I ignored the signs. What did I expect? My stop was set, but I pulled it wide. Then I added more. Went for the ride. I know the rules, I know the flow, but tilted hands won't let go. Let it go. Let it go. Your account's on fire. What a joke. Let it go. Let it go. The market's daddy and you're its hoe. You can't fight.
Caesar said, in all serious, you want to throw a couple of grand instead of your own money for prop trading? You've yet to do it yet?
Oh, look, it's turning. I knew it. Nope, still dropping. That
What do you mean instead of your own money? You'd have to buy the prop accounts.
some more. Oh no, it's worse than it was before. Ooh, green candle. Yes, it's back. No, 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 no.
Todd B6 said, busted another 20 accounts? Come to my funded futures, where it's both fun and safe. Nice. This is a show tune. Let's put on Rogue's playlist. Switch it up. Apparently there's new songs. Pretty soon, Top Step will let you trade your own money. That might be interesting. A different way for props. What do you mean? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just trade your own, trade in a live account like normal? Oh, 4legs320 said, thanks again for the account. You messaged Slack, so you're all good to go. You appreciate it. Welcome to the family, brother. Welcome to the family. We're giving away a big account during big account, 150K. And you know what? I'm pretty sure Darb's going to have some of those to give away this week as well. Pretty sure Darb's going to have some of those to give away this week as well. Who was on Darb's stream last night? You don't want to miss that stream. Trading on Sunday night, you know? Why not? Rogue of the Lamb. Guys, for those of you who don't know, this is Rogue of the Lamb's Now playlist. Rogue says, you've been working on another new song, but you've been taking this one more seriously. Taking some days to get it right, making a few different versions. House rock, indie-tronic. Nice.
Cause I just can't get enough. No, I just can't get enough of that rocket scooter love. Charge rising like it's heaven above. I just can't get enough.
We're getting deep. We're getting deep now. Man, I wish I had some rocket scooter levels down here for confluence. Miracle said, how do you deal with intraday drawdown on TPT? I mean, I with the prop accounts, I don't take a lot of risk per trade, so hasn't been an issue for me. Let me see. What's the width of this zone? 85 points. Just do a little calculation. 85 points. 25, 50, progress, 0. 1 and 2. 100. 1.6, 2.4, 2 and 3. Is this the reversal area? Let's see. Let me put an order out there.
In the morning dew, liquidating rap shine. EST's cooking up, profits on my mind. CME sniper streak, hedge pressure divine. Charts whisper scooter, signal so fine. Infinite setups, fingertips on fire. Monthly hedge pressure, higher and higher. Unstoppable, untouchable, call Messiah. Green streak flowing, burn it like a pyre. Winning all day, hot streak ain't slowing. Rocket flame spark, green stacks growing. Liquidity haven, charts all glowing. Scooter family, rhythm keep flowing.
Selling off.
Scooter family, rhythm time keep flowing. Trades tight and fit, ain't missing no beat. Spend dollars from dimes, feel the heat. Fortune sitting pretty, take a seat. Win streak, blaze, untouchable fleet. Charts sing, maps dance, scooter vibes real. Riding that wave, fortune's wheel. Infinite touch, unstoppable deal. Riches in sight, destiny seal. Fire in the veins, trading game alive. EST buzz, feeling that high. Wealth unlimited, top of that sky. Gold touch range, no need to try.
Dada, no open trade, no open trade now.
Discipline like a battlefield general. Meanwhile, I'm emotional and highly unprofessional. Chat screaming, wait, bro, but I still slap that ass. Instant regret. Now I'm emotionally trapped. Discipline's a sword, mine's a butter knife. If patience is a lifestyle, I need a new.
Market's angry. Knife Catcher's Anonymous, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. It's not supposed to go there. I'm just managing this one manually. Uh-oh. Oh, bueno.
Late night charts on the screen, I'm floating. Candles hum, soft like the ocean. Liquidity waves keep rolling in slow. Price tapping levels like ready, let's go. Hedge pressure glowing under my feet. DD bands breathe like they're keeping the beat. Resilience shifting like winds in the night.
DD band 20.
Every setup ignites the arc. Got that scooter groove in my veins. Ride the flow, don't fight the waves. Cause I just can't get enough. No, I I just can't get enough of that rocket scooter love. Charge rising like it's heaven above. I just can't get enough. No matter how smooth or rough, when the market starts to move, man, I just can't get enough. EST rhythm hits every single time. Little bell chime when the levels align. Pick a long cam and the chat's going wild. Matt's preparing to give away in a little while.
Even 22.
Price dips in and we're in once more. Volume slow, then it breaks and runs. In this magical world, we're just having fun. We're just having fun. We're just having fun.
Darb, what's up, bro? What's going on, brother?
Flow stay pouring into my cause I just can't get enough. No, I just can't get enough of that rocket scooter love. Charge rising like it's heaven above.
Trump save us?
I just can't get enough.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, the vibe is just too much. When the market starts to move, man, I just can't get enough. Soft glow, charge flow, breathing that data, real slow. Scooter fam, in the zone, feels like home, feels like home. Cause I just can't get enough. No, I just can't get enough. With that scooter rhythm rush, man, it's never ever too much. I just can't.
All right, guys, we're going to give away a TPT 150K prop account.
Rock a scooter in my blood.
Just watching this trade here.
I just can't get enough.
It's on Struggle Street.
Market sideways, candles lying to me. Wicks up, wicks down, nothing where it should be. No trend, no flow, just a violent sway. Fake breaks galore, every move delayed. Liquidity ghosts, they flicker then fade. Stops getting hunted like it's bounty based. Charts look loud, but they don't say much. This ain't a sprint, it's a patience club. If it doesn't align, I let it breathe. No trade's better than disbelief. Welcome to Chop City, nowhere to ride. Red then green and flatline. I don't force moves, I don't feel pity. I wait for rocket scooters, clarity in Chop City. The real moves hiding out of sight. Some
Hour.
But if I'm wrong, it's from the right place. No sweat, no blood dripping from my face. Trading line to line, ignoring the noise. I don't follow fear, I don't follow a voice. When direction's missing and time feels blind, I survive by reading between the lines. Scooter humming quiet in the back of my mind, waiting on levels to finally align. Welcome to Chop City, nowhere to ride. Red and green, the flat line. I don't force moves, I don't feel pity. I wait for rocket scooters, clarity.
Guys, we didn't give out the code word yet. I'm just trying to read this action here.
Buyers hesitate, sellers look unsure. Every candle's telling me nothing's pure. pure. I've seen this before. Yeah, I know this phase where traders burn, trying to force their ways. Indicators flashing like they got a clue, but none of them agree on what price will do. Momentum weak, volume thin, that's how losses quietly begin. Not every day's meant to pay. Sometimes the edge is staying away. Welcome to Chop City, nowhere to ride. Red and green and flatline. I don't force moves, I don't feel pity. Highway for rocket scooters, clarity in Chop City. Rocket scooter says wait.
All right, give us some suggestions for the code word.
Trust the read more than impulse.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Locked in the middle, every signal partial, nothing official. I don't fight noise, I don't make a sound. I wait from a market range bound.
Let's go with Chop City. Let's go with Chop City. Chop. Hold on. Chop City. All right, we're monitoring. Chop City.
Shots jumping, green candle sizzling. S&P 500 got my fingers tickling. Pages flipping, EST precision scoring. Sniper vision on the market port soaring. Rocket scooter rising, LPs in my sight. Edge pressure strong, profit stacking right. Liquidity thunder, rhythm of the street. Unstoppable, untouchable, win streak need. Day trading vibes, hustling with finesse. Gain stack, high, can't handle stress. Analyze, visualize, beat the mess. Hot streak blazing, ain't settling for less. Numbers dance, hypnotic trance. Green streak flashing in this finance dance. Unbreakable, we conquer, take a stance. Forever riches in the presence of chance. From the pits to peaks, rhythm on this grind. S&P hums like drums in a mine. S&P flows, green my lifeline. Win streak, wealth's holy shrine. Rocket scooter rising, LPs in my sight. Hedge pressure strong, profit stacking right. Liquidity thunder, rhythm of the street. Unstoppable, untouchable, win streak need.
¡Ay, Dios mío! Shut! I hope you brought your dancing shoes, because tonight we spin the wheel until the wheel needs CPR. Somebody call 911. This fiesta's getting caliente. Mate, hermano. Light up the rockets! Let's go! Jack going loco, emoji flying, massive spin. Nobody lying, pick up barking. Like vamos darle, we'll spinning faster than a Lamborghini. Who gonna win? Chat say yo, but only one.
207 entries. Hit that like button, guys.
Rocket scooter, giveaway, fiesta explosiva. Chatty, spicy, salsa, picante, viva. Drum, boom, 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 like gasolina. Win is de Argentina. Rocket scooter, giveaway, fiesta explosiva. Mats de capitán, viva la nave activa. Spin that wheel, baila la vida. Scooter Nation en la familia.
Smash that like button, guys. 433 people, 510 people in the house. 430 likes. Might get it up to 500 today. Let's see.
Is this the trade of life? Is this insanity?
Chop City.
Caught in a margin call, no more liquidity. Open my chart, liquidity map I see. I'm just a fool porter, I need no sympathy.
If you're just joining, we're giving away 150K TPT account. Type Chop City in chat, all one word,
Anyway, resilience goes
for your chance to win.
to me. Mama, just blew my gains, put my full account on green. Now the candle turned obscene. Mama, the P&L's gone red, pulled my stop and now I'm dead. Mama, didn't mean to full port high. If I'm not
Doesn't matter if upper or lowercase, it does not matter. It don't matter. Either or.
too late, my funds are gone. Candles flash across my spine. This resilience ain't divine. Goodbye, my sweet Nasdaq. I've got to go. Gotta leave it all behind and watch my friends go. Mama, ooh. Anyway, the whoosh blows. I sometimes wish I'd never traded at all. I see a little silhouette of a man. Full port, Didiolo on the macro. Hedge pressure lightning, very, very frightening. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity.
All right, we'll give it, let's see,
Oh, I'm just a fool.
2 minutes and 31 seconds. 2 minutes, 31 seconds.
DJ family, spare him his life from this monstrosity. Margin call, we will not let it go. Margin call, we will not let it go. Margin call, we will not let it go. Will not let it go. Never, 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 never let it go. No, no, no. Oh, mama mia, mama mia, mama mia, let it go. Liquidity has some margin put aside for me.
Chop City.
For me. For me. For me.
All right, minute 25.
YOLO and laugh in my face, so you think you can scalp it and leave without grace. Oh, baby, can't full port this way, baby. Just gotta get out, gotta get right out of here. Risk is all that matters. Anyone can see. Risk is all that matters. That's the only way to be free.
All right, 22 seconds. Man, give him back the day here on this one. I think same story last Monday. I went green to red last Monday too. Monday or Tuesday. All right, here we go. Okay. Giveaway. All right, 150K. TPT. Chop City. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick a winner.
Bring the whoosh out, check the man's it loud. When the market starts acting pharaoh, it's on my left floor.
Rod Trades, use a winner. Type something in chat, brother.
Cold air hits, structure returns.
Rod Trades.
Liquidity learns.
Rigged. Rod Trades. All right. 150K TPT. 150K TPT account. Here's how to claim your prize. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel. Message the admin named Slacks. And he will hook you up. Nice. That's the hookup. 150K select. I think that's the biggest account that we've given away on stream. TPT 150K. We've given away a Tradeify. We've given away a Tradeify as well. Tradeify 150K before. But this is a nice account. Congratulations. Yeah, it was 150K. 150K. Yeah, really nice account. The 150Ks are nice. 150Ks are nice. The only thing, the 150Ks, they have a $9,000 target and they have a $9,000 target and $4,500 drawdown. So, you know, a little bit more different risk, different geometry for passing them, but still solid accounts.
Market bell rings, yeah. Resilience starts here. Liquidity
Tips on trading general props geometry navigation. I mean, I don't know. To me, I always just take the risk. I always take the available drawdown and divide by 4 or 5. That's what I've been doing, and you know, just trade it that way. So like for risk per trade,
charts like reggae beats. EST repeats.
I'd say those are probably, you know, that's a pretty common way to do it.
Liquidity maps, they dance. Every chance in hand. Rocket scooter prance. Wall Street romance.
It just said divide by 1. Divide by 1. All right, this is still working here. Let's see what happens. Looks like it's going to get tagged out. I really didn't think we'd make it all the way down to DD band. I didn't think we'd make it down. We'll see. Last 3 Mondays have drawn down. Mondays have drawn down like this. Yeah. It's been tough. I wasn't really able to get anything going last week. Small green week last week. And then today's session's been a struggle. I mean, part of it's also I've been experimenting with the resting orders execution. So, you know, I guess that's part of it, but regardless, it's been challenging. Like with these orders, I mean, it kind of just blew right through them, you know?
Hot coffee spilled on my lap, man. What a great start. That MHP
But you know, at least I'm gathering stats. Gathering stats for it.
slap me suspicious. Welcome to Scooter Nation, population pain. Where patience is a muscle that we're trying to train. EST every single time. Well, some of the time. Trump tweeted me dirty like it was a crime.
Damn, almost 500 likes. 450 people in the house. 443 people. Let's do one more Let's do one more boot camp giveaway. Let's do one more boot camp giveaway. Give me some suggestions for the code word. What do we got? What we got?
Instant regret. Now I'm emotionally trapped.
Yay.
Discipline's a
Scoot camp.
mine's a butter knife. If patience is a lifestyle, I need a new life. But one day soon I'll be a calm sensation. 'Cause legends are born in Scooter Nation.
Show up. Show up. I like show up. Let's do show up. Let's do show up. Show up.
Scooter Nation,
Reset tool.
your ground, where patience
Show up.
is ammo and risk is the battleground.
All right, show up. This is for a boot camp. So if you've already won a boot camp, this ain't your giveaway. Type show up in chat. Show up. Show up. You gotta show up. Show up. Show up. One word. One word. Show up. This for a boot camp. Over 20 minutes left in the session. I'm out of my drink.
A digital flight. Charts, dance, maps ignite. Eyes fixed, ESTs in sight.
Horrendous. Horrendous session.
Volume lifts the trading sky. Trades race, heartbeat runs high. Fortune's wheel we won't deny. Doomsday smiles as numbers fly. Ride the wave, feel alive. MHP, the thrill we dive.
Show up. We got 450 people in the house. Almost 400. Almost 500 likes. Let's see if we can get the likes up to 500. The show up, we're giving away another boot camp. Giving away a boot camp. Boot camp, scoot camp. Nice.
Echoed voices in the void. Praises sung, accounts devoid. Scooters, legend can't be destroyed. Mind shop trades deployed.
SRA 27 more bios will show up. Yeah, they're reading our code word.
EST, the thrill we dive. Buy and sell and rhythms drive. Liquidity prime, we will survive.
MSJ said typing it 100 times doesn't help your odds. Nice. Alright. Boot camp giveaway. What we got here? What we got? Brave browser. Show up. 50 entries. Alright, if you're just showing up, we're giving away a boot camp. Type show up, all one word. Type show up, all one word.
I'm sitting here waiting. Silent
We're just rotating in this decision block. Trash action.
shadows dancing in the candles. Market heartbeat in the machine. Breathing slow, pulse steady.
Alright. Let's open up the giveaway engine here. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Show up. Pick a winner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick a winner. Seacole. Sec you lol. I'm just gonna minimize this because I'm trying to watch this trade. Sec you lol. Sec you lol. Sec you lol. Type something in chat. Congratulations, use a winner. Use a winner. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel. Message the admin named Slacks. And he will hook you up. Nice. Waiting for this tape to thin out a little bit. Oh, damn. That's alright.
Dreams beneath the chart. Every heartbeat draws me closer.
Alright, so we'll do three more boot camps tomorrow. 3 more boot camps tomorrow. Because on Friday we had a huge boot camp giveaway. Someone gave away a whole boatload of boot camps. So still giving those away. The RVJ, what up, G? Hit the like button. I've not been able to get anything going. Oh yeah, 475 likes. 420 people in the house. Big decision block. Decision blocks be deciding.
I'm waiting for that EST where the future bends and worlds collide. Resilience burning like a city.
So we gave away a 50K, a 150K, and 5 boot camps. Steve, yeah, Steve's asking about, yeah. Only when the edge shows up. Only when the edge shows up. There's an open trade right now. You know, in the afternoon it's harder to find setups, but when they show up. This bet was really just that we would stay in rotate in the decision block and not get down to DD band before we have some rotation here. I don't know that we're going to get out of the zone, but I just thought we would rotate. At least we'd either react in the zone or rotate in the zone. Because we hadn't, it's the first time we've been down here. You know, I just didn't think we were going to drive right down to DD band. And then it started to look like we were, and then, you know. I'd like to see us to get back into that stable block overhead to take the last piece off. But we'll see. Charts look loud, but they don't say much. This ain't a sprint, it's a patience clutch. If it doesn't align, I let it breathe. No trade's better than disbelief. Welcome to Chop City, nowhere to ride. This is the perfect song. This is the perfect song. Welcome to Chop City. Oh, here we go. This is the perfect song. Just want to get up into that decision block. Into that stable block. Take this last piece off. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. Chop City. Chop City continues. Update the P&L. Now we got the drive. I was a little aggressive with trimming that position, but the reason is I have not been able to get any drive. I haven't been able to get any drive off my entries. So, you know, I just wanted to scale back the risk a little bit. Let me update the P&L. Pretty active afternoon. Pretty active afternoon for me. Usually I'm not. It's just because we've been moving into these decision blocks. And for those of you who have been here, you know, like I'm experimenting with these resting orders. So no, I gotta get stats. So
Range bound, locked in the middle. Every partial, nothing official. I don't fight noise, I don't make a sound. I wait for escape from the market. Range bound.
Data. The decision blocks are algorithmically derived. They're algorithmically derived. They use basically the damping effect of volume to price movement. The relationship between price velocity and volume velocity, that's how they're derived. Not from large trades, from historic kind of micro analysis of volume velocity and price velocity. But it's done algorithmically.
Bullish breaks, doomsday avoided, prowess displayed. Leverage check, liquidity, pockets where I played. Signals ticking, bread stacking, cash flow grow. Infinite green, that resilient strength show. Riches keep flowing, leafy green forever stretch.
Data said, no, it's separate. The reason I traded only off that level and not off of Rocket Scooter is because the only level we have down here for Rocket Scooter is DD Band. Usually, Data, there would be more levels on Rocket Scooter. Right? Usually there's more levels. The way I usually do it is I'm looking for confluence between Rocket Scooter levels and Seeds levels. Yeah, I cut that way too early. But just in this environment, I guess I've been a little bit more inverse on the risk reward, just because I haven't been getting drive off the entries. I mean, it ended up being a fine move.
Algorithmic rhythm, scooter charts, S&P. Liquidity waves, ride smooth, profit speed.
66 points, nice.
Pinnacle reach, bull roam. Rocket scooter wisdom, these maps my home.
Nahani 1907. Yes, it's rocket.place. That's how you get the Rocket Scooter platform. Rocket.place. Rocket.place. Plunge protection team. Plunge protection team. Do they have the strength? Plunge protection stream. Oh, was that the overnight? Was that the overnight low? I really didn't look. Let me see. Oh, I see. Got it. Yeah, I wasn't. I kind of just. I look at the Rocket Scooter levels. I look at the Seeds levels. I don't really mark pre-market low or anything like that. All right. See that? I guess like that's the tricky thing with the resting orders. Like you don't get to read the tape when it gets to the level. Because I could have probably, I could have waited for the overshoot. I don't know. There's no perfect perfect system. Black Label, yeah. After I closed that trade and I Black Label, I closed the trade and then I screenshotted it. It's up there. It's right there. It's behind me. Black Label, you watch Matt every day? Nice.
I took my proper keys and ran full ported through the shifting sand. Chase gold with
Right through this, right back through this stable zone. Right back through it.
ignored the hedge. I had no plan. Liquidity map was there.
Man, what a move.
Mama made me trade the tide. Now I'm broke in
What a move.
kind of fright. Regrets a doomsday band I ride. Oh, the EST looked perfect till it wasn't. Every signal felt like fate, but then I lost it.
Was anyone short in the bottom? Hopefully not.
And draw down dust. Rocket scooter taught me trust. The man in scooter we trust. I burned accounts like they were fuel.
4 minutes to the close.
No resilience, just reckless rule. To pickle bar, man, read the tool. The chart was clear, the pivot sank, but I was caught in
Tuck Flip says, do I ever trade between sessions?
wheel and grace.
I mean, I only trade when the market's open. How would you trade between sessions? I don't know how you do that. Like poly market or something? Poly market? You mean like trade when the market's closed? I don't know what you mean trade between sessions.
And draw down dust. Rocket scooter taught me trust. The man in scooter we trust. I was blind, just chasing every.
Oh, Black Label said I didn't answer him. Let's see what the question is.
Now I see the lines and choose the perfect tick.
Brother, you didn't answer me. I watch here every day. That's awesome, bro. What's the question? I must have missed it.
Yeah, I'm all in.
Maybe he meant Globex?
I follow rules.
Can you see my monthly P&L? Oh yeah, I post screenshots sometimes of my of like longer term stats on Twitter.
Had liquidity maps.
Do I use Copy Trader? Yes, but I've been having some issues with it. I use an execution algorithm, and it's at Neon Cucumber X, brother. I use an execution algorithm, and sometimes the props don't like it. That's why today I'm not trading Lucid. I'm trying to eliminate, because I don't know that both of the accounts, I don't know that both of the brands have issues with it. Because I was looking in the order logs and it looked like the Lucid accounts were the ones that were having issues. So I'm trying to isolate the issue. trying to isolate the issue. Maya Fuka asking about the seeds levels. Usually there's lots of rocket scooter levels. Today was just an odd occasion where there was really only seeds levels to play off of in the afternoon. The seeds levels are not. Seeds is not set up for distribution. That's my own algorithm. It's not set up for distribution. But sometimes in the morning when I'm posting my thoughts, I'll have a screenshot of seeds, and the levels are on there. But it's not set up for distribution like Rocket Scooter is. But Rocket.place, that's how you get the Rocket Scooter platform.
Rocket shine, trades align, scooters got your back. Maps are sizzling, flows, I'm gripping, pockets race. Golden trades, no charades, profits at the pace. Res whisper, charts flicker, DD vision clear. Scooter here, glide with cheer, ride it through the year. Moving steady, rocket ready, millionaire groove. Day trade, stock parade, unstoppable smooth. From dawn to dusk, we know love, fortune in pursuit. Map sound, volume found, golden pocket loot.
Jack asked an interesting question. So Jack said, do I set stop losses on my trades? And if so, do I move them in one? So something I've been, yes, but usually they're more mental stops. The issue with, so my typical style of execution is I scalp into my entries, trying to find the apex. So like sometimes I'll put a trade on, this was before streaming. Sometimes I'll put a trade on, I'm feeling it out. I'll watch the tape. If all of a sudden the tape looks heavy, you know, I might jump out of the trade, and I usually would give it like 2 tries to find the apex, and then I would give it breathing room, right? But that requires pretty intense focus on reading the tape. And what I found as I started streaming, which was only like 5 weeks ago, is it's very difficult to get into that zone while you're multitasking. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been experimenting with more resting orders, and like more resting orders, or more just like entering the trade almost like right at the level, like the levels that I have marked out, and then framing the trade from there. And in that case, I'm setting a stop area, but usually I'll have a hard stop on the chart as well. But that's a work in progress. That's just something I'm doing for just to test out, to see what the stats are like, because it'll make it easier for me to multitask while there's a pending entry. Otherwise, as it comes into the zone, like I gotta lock in completely. I'm watching the price action in the zone. It's quite difficult. I find it quite difficult to do that while we got a giveaway going on. We got all this stuff going on with the stream. So that's an experiment that I'm running. It's a new experiment. It's only been going on for a couple of weeks. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Rod Trades, good to have you, brother. That's the close. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for having me. Interesting session. Caught the nice bounce there. That seed zone held nice and strong. Off the midpoint of the zone, which is where the bulk of that trade was entered. Let's see what the bounce was. 110 points. Quite a strong reaction. I trimmed early, but mainly just because overall I have not been getting a lot of directional drive in this market. So, I'm just trading a little bit more nimble. Like, it's great that I had that big sweeping move, but those are few and far between. All right, guys, make sure you tune into Darb stream tonight. He goes live at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm out for the day. Time for some snackage for me. Tune into Matt, aka Matoski, aka Matt stream tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern. Until then, peace.
Screens glow like city lights, heartbeat caught in the candles rise. Ticks drift through the static haze, future whispers in dead waves. Charts breathe, pulse of cold.